guys, today is our first day in Amsterdam. Our first day and our only day. We came by cruise and this is actually quite close if you're coming from cruise to walk here, about like 20-ish minutes. So I'm excited to check out Questomatica's Arcade Invasion. This is the game we're playing today. So if you're excited as I am, let's go and check them out.
What's going on, everybody? Brandon from Escape the Rumors. I finally was able to pin down Zena, the director and creator of Questomatica. How are you today?
Good, thank you.
It looks very sunny there. Are you in Amsterdam right now?
I am, and it's very sunny here. We
So
also
jealous. When we were there, it was pouring for most of the day. But yeah, we had a chance to visit Questomatica and play their game Arcade Invasion. So a couple of questions for you because I want to get to know your company a little bit better and yourself. How many games do you have available at Questomatica?
Just two, so it's like a limited space. We don't have any physical space to add more. So we built first our escape room Wake Up, and after that added Arcade Invasion. Okay.
Out of the two games that you have available, which seems to be more popular?
Ooh, that's a tricky question. It somehow fluctuates. Sometimes you have one more popular, but then all of a sudden it shifts to the other one. Like I would say that if that's the problem. Like I would recommend to start with Wake Up because when we were building it, we had experienced just few escape rooms. So by doing this, we just excluded what we don't want to see. So everything we already saw back then, we really had it as a design constraint and didn't want to include anything similar but purple. This was also made to introduce escape rooms in a very clear way, because when we played, often something was happening. We were not sure, did we do it? Did you do it? So it's really recommended for people who didn't play before or had a negative experience playing. But from other hand, I also had somebody who played over 1,000 escape rooms, and she named it as one of her favorite escape rooms. So it's also suitable for people who played a lot before. But I think it's especially nice for the first timers. And Arcade, we've seen also people who are playing for the first time Arcade, but I think it's a little bit too complex to play it for the first time. What do you think?
I do believe that you are correct, and I haven't played Wake Up, but I feel like Arcade Invasion would be the next level. It feels like there's a little bit more outside of the box thinking involved in the game. You are also introducing puzzles that are not common to beginners. I'm trying to be cryptic and not give away too much, but while we were playing, because CC and I have also played over 1,000 games, we've seen a lot. So when you see so much, certain things start to become available to you. Right, exactly. Which I don't think would be the case for players who just stepped into a room for under 10 games and say no, we can't do that, or no, that's never going to work, or why would they do that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you do. So that was my next question. Which would you recommend to play first if you were visiting your location? So Wake Up and then.
So I would say Wake Up Arcade, because Arcade also has what we call bonus task. Because in the beginning it was very challenging, and like, yeah, we could always help with hints and stuff, but it was definitely a challenging escape room. But then we saw that there were groups who played like many escape rooms, and they were too quick for our liking. Like, and of course you can always help teams, but you cannot delay them.
Right.
And anyhow you step into escape room, you expect something that is close to 60 minutes. So when I've seen like too often times like 45, 48, I panicked, and we added extra line of tasks that now, like, it's optional for us. If we see that it's challenging enough, we can exclude it, but if the team is fast enough, they will get it. So it's also like, yeah, kind of nice and like made having in mind people who are very experienced. And we also thought, especially like about, we've seen that escape rooms were also popular for company team building. So we also especially thought that, yeah, now we want to add a lot of team working tasks. So it's also like, yeah, kind of a lot of focus on team working and solving tasks with more than one person involved, and two as well.
Yeah, no, I'm so happy that you consider those things so that it is for everybody, for beginners and for enthusiasts. In terms of your location, when did you open?
The first one we opened January 2015. Am I correct? Yeah.
In terms of Questomatica, do you have any updates that you'd like to share? Things that are coming soon, things you're working on? Is there anything you want to promote?
Like, yes and no, because yeah, we kind of shifted and worked more with like universities. So we developed like a game that is teaching future social entrepreneurs, but that's like digital and online, and like for universities, not for like open public. So in terms of like, yeah, we don't have physical space to build another one. And if I'm honest, I also think that in Amsterdam, it's a very nice selection of quality escape rooms. So I wouldn't like to saturate the market as well, because, you know, every city can have just so many movies, like centers and escape rooms as well. Like, you know, otherwise we will just all stay like half filled or empty. So that's just, I don't think that Amsterdam at the moment needs another escape room.
Now, as a creative person and a director of Questomatica, is there any tips that you can share for any other directors or any other people in the escape room industry?
The makers, you mean?
Yes, on the creative side or on the business running side.
Like during the building process, like as a standard design constraint, we always used to like discard the first thought, because if it seems like a nice solution or nice idea, the first one is the one that, you know, maybe not every person have, but more people will come to this idea, so will not feel so original. And sometimes it hurts because you feel like, yeah, that's really nice. Like still you have to discard it. It's your first idea, seems like matching every corner, but like, yeah, just like, yeah, shelf it and continue thinking, and you will take like later ideas to even surprise yourself, because you thought harder, like the obvious or like the very matching stuff is already like, you shelved it, like kind of. And this is when you actually manage to surprise people, and like, yeah, when they're like, oh, like, you know, not that they're waiting for things to come, they really don't expect this to happen.
Right.
It's important. And I mean, like maybe super standard thing, but I also believe that 50% of the success for the game, like for the owners of the location, is the quality of your game, but another 50 is the quality of your game masters. So also invest in your game masters, let them play other escape rooms, arrange like those like perfect escape rooms for them, so they also know the market, they also have the passion, and they also can tell something, like, you know, to the teams that are coming, like to actually sincerely advise like another escape, what else can they play, not based on some commission or anything, but just because they play and because they share the passion for good games.
I love that you said that. That's usually the advice that we give to new companies when they ask us, what do we suggest in terms of like our company and our game masters, and how do we get this company off the ground? And we always say, know the market, make sure your game masters know the market, and also involve them, because they'll feel like they're a part of the creative side, and they contributed to this product that they're being a part of and presenting to the customers. So great advice. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Now, do you game master still though? Because I know you're very busy, or you've game mastered in the past. I'm sure.
I do from time to time. Regularly from time to time. I don't mean like once per year or something.
While you were game mastering, or when you were, is there anything crazy you've seen in the room or while players are in there? Anything funny? Anything creative?
Of course.
We've heard millions of stories, and I love asking this question because I'm always surprised by what these players come up with when they're in the room.
Then I see like kind of for one, like in Wake Up, I still have this is a mystery. I don't have the response of what did happen. So there was like a task, and the girl is doing something, and then she like somehow like takes out her bra, like does something in the game, and then puts it back. I still don't know what did she do with the help of the bra, but it was
she
definitely
took it off and then put it back on.
Not naked, but she took it, did something with this, but it was not clear for me from the camera what that is. And then, then she just casually put it back, and I was like, okay, I don't know.
This sounds like a spy movie. Like I've seen a movie where a girl took a bra off, took the wire from the bra, and used it to pick a lock. So I'm like,
we don't have love, so it's not that.
Okay, very interesting. To be a.
So again, it's a mystery that just stays in the escape room. Like you don't ask the person after the game, so what did you do with the bra? Like
yeah. Well, that's a first. Thank you for sharing that story. We've heard the proposal stories and the surprise stories, but that is definitely a first going in the archives. I appreciate that. Now, since you've opened your game since 2015, I'm pretty sure you've played a lot of escape rooms because, like you said, you do market research. How many have you played, by the way?
I don't count. I don't know if it's weird.
Average.
I don't know, somewhere maybe between like 50, 60.
Okay. What is one that stood out for you? Doesn't have to be your favorite, preferably the name of the company and the game. Also, do you live in Amsterdam?
No, I live nearby in Utrecht.
Okay. I was going to ask you for one local and for one outside.
I mean, Netherlands doesn't feel that big, so kind of people move around to play good escape rooms. I think a lot of the escape room, like kind of a big chunk is your team. So sometimes what can be memorable is even less the team itself. I remember like I enjoyed very much when we played with different owners.
Which company was this, or which game?
It was called Escape Movies, I think. It doesn't exist anymore. It was made by a comedy club.
Okay.
And they had actually a very nice effect that I thought like I definitely gave them the feedback like to improve it, because in the beginning of the escape room we were standing in something, and then they told us like to kind of hug each other, then something happened, like kind of sounds la la la, and then the game started. And it was almost like a confusion because I felt like we were standing in a smaller place and then it was a bigger place. And it was not obvious if it's like, did I just not pay attention since they told us like, don't touch anything, like, just hug each other, blah, blah, blah. And then I asked them like, is this like something I confused? And they were like, no, we moved the walls from you. So you were standing in place and then like there was some rails or something, so they literally removed the walls, and this is like epic fast special effect, but it was like somehow hidden by a game master or like by the way they designed it. I was like, guys, like make a little bit fuzz of it. It's pretty epic when you like change the size of the space around me, but it was not obvious. But for the rest, kind of, it was a lot of fun to also see how different we are when we play. And there was absolutely like not competitive setting, like, just having fun. And I think that's a lot like often why corporate clients like to come, because you absolutely remove any other like kind of more regular like hierarchies or something like this. So if I'm the manager and you're like an employee, in the escape rooms we're all the same, like anybody.
Right. I totally agree. Yeah, people get to start to come out of their shell and show their own personal skills instead of having to, oh, that's my boss. I can't really. But then you're in the same setting where you're both kind of playing the game the same way. Yeah,
and everybody gets the chance to figure out the solution. So you remove the normal you are the smart one, right? So figure it out.
Right.
I don't know,
So I just met Zena, so I'm gonna ask you a question because I want to get to know you a little bit better. What is something that most people do not know about you outside of Questomatica? Like, do you have a hidden talent or a hobby or something you like to do? Could be anything.
I think most of the people who come to an escape room don't know much about me at all.
Okay,
portrait there, and it's hey, video there. I have also a dancing career, and I noticed you had a different
what kind of dancing?
There, I do social dancing, salsa, bachata, cumbia.
Okay, how long you been doing that?
Oof, let me think. It will sound quite ridiculous, but close to 20 years.
Oh my God. Wait, so you're an instructor also, or you have your own company?
I used to have it, before escape room, I used to have a dancing school. But then, I had babies, then I wanted, a new challenge, because when you are in your 20s and you have a dancing school, it feels like you can dance endless amount of hours. After this, you're yeah, I love to dance, but I cannot dance 15 hours a week or something like this. That's in past. So I didn't want to do the same as before, but worse. So I looked for a new challenge, and that happened to be an escape room.
All right. I kind of see I'm looking in the back of you, by the door. It looks like a puzzle already. I'm just wait, and there's 5 greens, 2 oranges. This is what happens when you first.
You also see it in the escape room, but I find colors to be very powerful. Yeah. So to me, whenever it's possible.
Also, this isn't mine, but I'm what is that, man? There's jigsaw puzzle pieces.
It makes more it makes the surrounding more interesting. It makes you think of different things. I kind of think that if possible, the wall should not be white.
I totally agree. Well, Zena, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. Guys, check out our website, ESCAPETHEROOMers.com. So, we thought of Arcade Invasion when we visited Amsterdam to play at Questomatica. Also, please do not forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know what to expect when you visit Amsterdam, what the lobby looks like, parking situation, sneak peeks inside of the room, because Zena was so generous to let us get in there and film a little bit. And you'll know what Questomatica is all about when you head on over to Amsterdam, Netherlands. Bye.
Left for me to move. Time is running out, gotta figure something out.